Is everybody here?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Let's go over what happened last time. Wait, no, I didn't hear Sam say yes.
I'm here.
Okay, just checking.
I'm very tired and had a long day at work. On my day off.
Oh.
It be like that. It be like that.
Anyone remember what happened last time?
We found bloated men on the shore, suffering from blue rot. We found out it was Wolfram's Orcusman dude. And there's a big old demon hole in the ocean. And we gotta fight seahorse demons. Seamans, if you will.
Boo.
I think he's mostly talking to the council and basically meeting up with them to get a game plan and an idea of what we're doing. And we also found out some new information. We found out a bit more about some of the sea princes. And we found out a couple of leads, a couple of locations we could go to. We found out that some of the sea princes have been hanging around, was it Hordebreaker's Reach, I think?
Mhm.
And, let's see.
Tall Town, I believe. If you're on, yeah, you guys should still be on this map. So if you're, Tall Town was what. Let's see. Yeah, down here on. I might as well just go ahead and reveal the name of this little location. Ha. Fairwind Isle.
Fairwind Isle? I don't remember that one.
That's the name of the island that Tall Town is on.
Oh, okay. So we were also picking up some underwater gear to be able to deal with the threat, and also we ended up negotiating for totally not a submarine construct with the dwarves, because Zendros made it sound like it was a super amazing thing that her employer wanted. And we were like, let's just go see if we can get this thing. And we're like, oh cool, this will help us out with going underwater really super deep.
It appears Discord disconnected. Give me just a second here. Well, yikes. Give me a moment here. It's gonna take me a sec. My account got disabled on Discord for I have no idea why. Like, I looked on my email, and it says, sending a large number of, may have been flagged for any of the number of reasons, sending a large number of direct messages, which I haven't sent anybody direct messages, participating in a server dedicated to spamming Discord, I haven't done that, automating your user account or self-botting, nope, taking other actions on Discord, for example, joining a ton of servers faster than humanly possible, no, attempting potentially fraudulent activity, no, and I've got to wait on support. And there's no way to appeal this disable. Like I can send them a support ticket, and that's it. I don't know. The fuck. I'm kind of at a loss at the moment. I think maybe I guess I'll have to make a new account. I think I just have to make a new account for the time being. So, it's gonna take me just a sec here. I gotta get a invite back to the server. Alright, cool. Go. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Crazy stuff have you been up to?
I don't fucking know.
Reported for ban evasion.
It's so weird. It's like your account has been disabled for terms of service or community guidelines, and then it says could be flagged for any of these behaviors: sending large amount of direct messages, participating in a server that's spam Discord, automating your user account, taking actions on Discord, like adding servers faster than humanly possible, or attempting to potentially fraudulent activity. I don't know.
You've been scamming all those old ladies.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna do an insight check on the Pat.
All right.
Man, that's so weird.
Yeah. So here, talk real quick. Let me see.
Talking.
Okay. So yeah, you guys is all right. So that's weird. All right. All right. Well, we'll just have to deal with the overlay later. Anyway.
Yeah.
Like you still light up Hunter, but I don't think anybody else is lighting up. Well, I'm not going to light up because it's a different account.
But your voice is on there, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, anyway.
It might have been some kind of mass flagging. It looks like I'm seeing it on this one random person on that checkmark person or whatever Twitch streamer also got banned from Discord for some reason.
Might be a hack.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that I was the only one that got hit and not the rest of you. But sorry to just throw that off.
That's okay.
Let's get in the game.
It's okay. I was just reading the new chapter of Dungeon Meshi.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Did we finish all the recap?
Pretty much. Last thing I think Nefara said that the talking about the apparatus. the diving bell.
Oh yes.
Tom Submarine was what I called it.
Yeah, the disappointment.
Just returning it and see if we can just get our favor back and be like, we don't actually need this, but
it looked a lot better in the pictures.
Oh, come on, Discord.
All right. So yeah.
My Discord's acting funny.
Oh no.
No, not you.
You sound fine.
Okay. Hopefully it doesn't do anything. But continue.
But I think we're all set to sail out, aren't we? We got everything we needed, and we got our...
Well, yeah, I think that's what we were going to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So did we ever decide where we want to go first?
That's the question.
Okay.
Wherever's closest?
I mean... Let's see here. Let me get a non-snapping thing here. Technically, this island down here is the closest.
Were we gonna wait the next day to see if that cleric dude gets another sending with his friend? To see if the horde is on the zombie horde is not on that island? Or were we?
I don't think we have time. I guess I think everybody's kind of pushing to get out of here.
So what's the verdict? You guys sailing or are you guys staying?
Well, they want to sail, so
if we have good reason to stay, then sure.
I think I think receiving the information probably won't help us, just because if they're already been attacked and we're still going to be on our way there. By the time we get there, probably already been done with. So we should probably just start sailing, but we just don't know where it's been attacked, or at least where they came aground at.
Anybody remember what it has to do with Firewatch? Oh, that's where the Tamaret sink. Never mind.
Yeah, it's near that area. Do
we want to head that way?
They could definitely have gone to any of these close by islands, too. So, I would say Tullet Town is probably our ideal location. We can go like that. But it's up to you guys. What do you, Azadeh or Giovanni, want to do?
Oh yeah, they're itching. Giovanni's itching to leave.
Okay, but more substantial than just leaving. Where do you want to go?
Azadeh was interested in hunting the heart thief, the people who get seduced and join the crew if they're beautiful enough for slaves.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with that was they didn't really have a solid lead on where they were except their last locations. So I kind of feel like that's something that'll probably happen while we're doing something else. So while that's what Azadeh would like to do, we can focus on something else.
Okay.
We do know, right, Sam? Sorry. But we do know that the activity near Tullet Town, right?
Yeah, since no one's actually saying places where they'd like to go and just saying, I want to go, I'm going to put a vote down for Tullet Town.
Yeah, I'm going to second that.
Yeah, I heard that. That makes the most sense.
What else was at Tullet Town?
Don't know.
Okay.
Pick a direction.
Just picking, I'm just saying, it makes logical sense to just go to the next town.
Well, Firewatch Island, that was near where the pit was, right?
I mean, we can check it out. We can check it on the way. We can do,
If Firewatch Island is where the demon hole is, that's the last place I want to go.
That's the first place I want to go. Let's just go do the main quest, right?
Here's the thing. I mean, we can swing by it on our way to Tullet Town, but I'm not diving in the water.
Yeah, I'm going to say that out of threats, pirates don't seem as threatening as literal demons and undead hordes, but that's just me.
Oh, we took on a whole full of Sawaheens. We're fine.
Which is exactly why I don't want to mess with them yet.
We're fine.
Let's just hope there's not any shell sharks.
But yeah, definitely Tullet Town. Do we want to head hit some of these islands on our way to Tullet Town, or do we want to just as a crow flies just go straight to it?
You mean as the Aarakocra flies?
Well, I haven't seen the Aarakocra, so.
Would it benefit us to stop at these islands? Do we feel like we have enough supplies to make that drive?
How long would it be?
You have enough supplies to last you and your crew 2 weeks. Getting to that island would take a day and a half. Getting to pretty much all of these islands would take at least a day, and possibly more.
Also, I am a cleric, so if we really need food and water, I can literally just create it.
Okay.
Ew, cleric food.
Cleric food.
It's all bland.
Bachelor child.
Bunch of wafers.
It's just wafers and wine.
I think we can also probably resupply in Tullet Town too.
Yeah.
So okay, so who's up for hitting the islands?
I don't really know whether we had a point to do that.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That path right there that Sam just drew is good to me.
It's less of a point. It's just these are close by landmarks that we're kind of hitting on our way to Tullet Town, rather than just open ocean.
Yeah, making sure that there's a view with the ride. And so it's not just open water.
Yeah, and it only it only extends our trip maybe 40 miles.
Can we stock up on rum and claw wine before we leave? And little umbrellas.
You'd have to bring that up with the captain.
What say you, Captain?
Asking for what now?
Cruising.
So Azadeh doesn't do much for the ship, so she just wants to do a booze cruise on the way to Tullet Town.
So you guys know Giovanni does not drink.
I know that.
He's a very logical person, so he's just gonna make no. Whatever is fastest to get going.
All right. Well, let's just head out then.
Are we returning the apparatus? Should we send a message?
It's shit. We'll have it back.
It's already on the ship. Might as well just...
Let's just take it. We're not going to do anything with it. If we lose it, then, oh well. It's not like they're dead.
We've done the world a favor.
Anyway, so yeah, let's start heading out to sea. Let's get out. Let's head to the island here.
All right, setting out to sea. Yeah. So by the end of the day, you guys get. Oops. Oh, barnacles. Hang on. I must have accidentally moved the map at some point because it's not centered.
Dun dun dun.
I think that's right. Let me just Ah, crap! I did it again.
Oh no.
It's okay. Here we go. Hang on. Just want to double check. Yeah. Okay. So I'll probably have to adjust that your little map thing accordingly. Sorry, I didn't realize I was doing something. Okay. The end of the so like your first day out on the Azure Sea, calm. Nothing going on. The gentle breeze, uneventful weather. You see a few ships going around, but none of them take any aggressive actions towards you or anything. And by the time you even get this far out into sea and the sun sets, there's like few and far ships are a what's the word? Rare sight. But unless you guys want to do anything for this day, this uneventful day, or this night, we can move on to the next day.
Okay. Fishing for sport.
I'm going to realign my spells, but yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check, Solwynn. Oh, nice. Yeah, you're able to catch up some fish, some snappers.
Ow! It fucking bit me.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, it's all smooth sailing. The next day, just a second.
Dragon turtle.
Ooh. You do see, at dawn's light and everything, you do see on the horizon, maybe 12 miles away from you, a ship heading in your direction from the southeast.
I'm gonna
Who's in the bird's nest?
Usually me. I do have a spyglass.
Hey!
What's it look like?
I'm gonna make a perception check.
Go ahead. Does the spyglass offer any advantages or disadvantages?
It just helps me see farther. I wish it worked like a crowbar.
Yeah, right? Give you advantage.
Right?
But seeing farther is also very good.
Right? Can I make out, like, any flags?
It's way in the distance. It's not. It's at that range. You're just able to actually see that it is a ship. You're not able to discern any specific details. But it does look like you do see people moving about on the ship at the very least. There is some movement from the ship, and from that perception check, you know that it is definitely heading in your direction. Like it is matching, your course and everything for the day.
I'll shout down the crow's nest. Captain, boat on the horizon, head in our direction, full speed.
Kill it! I'm just kidding.
Are we pirates?
I'm just kidding. Yeah, so when Solwynn says that, like, Giovanni's gonna say, do they have a flag? Can you describe the ship? Anything threatening?
I only see people moving about. I won't be able to make out anything more till we get closer.
Giovanni's gonna announce to everyone to, like, get ready just in case, We're gonna throw hands.
All hands on deck.
Throw bows.
Throw boats. Okay. everyone get in a more battle-like position, I guess. Let's actually switch over to the Killer Whale page, just in case, so you guys can, like, I don't know, rearrange yourselves however you want. But I'm not going to have you guys like going back and forth here too frequently. Just try to get like what's your general state of like readiness? Like, where are you guys like holding up and everything?
Probably in the top deck, hanging out near the bow, and she'll be realizing that she's getting a bit more of her sea legs, and she's not getting as sick as she got used to.
Nice.
But she's still not feeling great. She hasn't barfed yet. Actually, let's find out.
What direction is the enemy ship in?
To the southeast.
Oh, never mind. She's barfing. She's feeling good.
Okay.
All right. In that case, I'll stay right where I'm at. I get my javelin ready. And can we have Olivia on the trebuchet, if no one else wants it?
The mangonel, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Thanks.
Where?
Trebuchet is a bit big for a... right? Yeah.
Get the bolt.
Okay. After about like 30 minutes to an hour, it's a little hard to tell the time just exactly, just because everyone's like adrenaline's just kind of going. Solwynn, make another perception check up there on the crow's nest.
Ooh, even better.
You spot the flag. It's a small flag. Whatever colors that they are displaying seems to be a sort of like an olive wreath surrounding a skull.
I'll shout down to Giovanni what I see. Well, I mean, I guess everybody will hear it, but I'll be like, it's an olive. Would you say an olive branch surrounding a skull?
Yeah, like an olive wreath surrounding a skull.
Okay, I shout that down.
Can I roll to try and determine like what that is? Water vehicles with intelligence, maybe?
History?
Yeah, history?
Yeah, history, but like if you don't have proficiency in history, you're proficient for this roll.
Can I please use water vehicles with intelligence?
That would tell you like what kind of ship it was. It's not who necessarily is driving the ship.
All right.
You said with proficiency for history?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. If you don't, yeah.
Hey, not bad.
That'd be 23 for me.
Okay. By the wanted posters you guys saw in Saltmarsh, it seems to match the insignia of the Heart Thief.
Azadeh, looks like you got your wish.
Oh, sorry, what?
You got your wish.
Your quarry.
Still feeling sick.
I don't think she's gonna want you if you're barfing all over the side.
All right. We know it's a Heart Thief. Let's kill it. Kill it! Kill the ship.
All right. If you guys are going to get into battle position, I can go ahead and fast forward. As it's getting... What were you saying?
Yeah, we want battle position, but we don't want to take down the ship itself because they're slaves on the ship.
So you're saying we should prepare to board it?
Yeah.
So we have to get into battle to board it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's see. Giovanni, I will say also with your history check, necessarily that like this might not be her exactly, but it might be a ship under her command.
Ah, part of her fleet. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll definitely take her out.
In preparation, let's see, 4 people. I'll do second level. Actually, wait. Probably once we get a little bit closer into battle, I'm going to cast Bless on Azadeh, Solwynn, and Giovanni.
Yay!
Just because if they're doing any kind of things where they're controlling people, you guys might need the saving throw bonus.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to swap out spells, so kind of stuck with what I have.
We had 2 days, so you just swap them out right now. I think, right? Should be fair, right, Hunter?
Unless you had something that you really wanted those past 2 days that you didn't end up using.
Because I don't think I'm going to need Knock and Silence anytime soon. Yeah, I'll just switch out my spells so you guys continue.
Okay. How far are we away from the boat right now?
Right now, looks to be somewhere between 4 to 5 miles. So, like any chance you'll be like within firing range within the hour.
How do you want to proceed, Captain? Do we just head right in and attempt to take him down, or should we try at least a little diplomacy?
Mm-hmm. So is it possible to, like, it's heading right towards us? Is it possible to do this in any stealth way, like me and maybe Azadeh or someone, like we swim out to them or something?
You can if you want when it gets closer, because it's quite a distance from you right now. But unless you guys want to be swimming for an hour or something, you guys swim pretty fast. I think you do. If you guys book it, you can swim faster than the boat that you're currently on right now, than the killer whale.
Okay.
You would probably have to get off the deck, though.
Oh, of course. I'm just looking at options, you know.
Yeah, I would say you probably we have somebody at the helm if you want to do this, and you guys can just hang on the side opposite the ship, so they don't see you, and then you just once we get close enough to swim in.
Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. I don't know.
You won't have Bless then, because if you do that, then that window is kind of short. So.
Right, that's true too.
I think we should close, and I think we should try to disable their sails, make them so they can't move. If we have any grape shot or chain shot, maybe with the mangonel. I don't know what they've got.
Yeah,
but
we should probably what are our options with the ballista and the mangonel for munitions?
As far as munitions go, you have. I'm just gonna. I guess I'm not.
You know, it's funny as I could probably just make myself look like her and be like, good job, guys. Keep going.
Well, the picture you saw was A, drawing, and B, they had a mask on. So
yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, if you want.
Someone comes over here, she's looking like she's out of Take on Me.
That's actually really funny.
Oh, so it's just like standard ammunition. Just do we have any specialized ammunition, or is it just
standard ammunition?
Okay.
Maybe we could do a ranged spell attack to try and set the sails on fire.
I have flame strike prepared for that reason if you want, but it will probably kill some people.
I was gonna say might set the rest of the ship on fire. We don't necessarily want to do that.
Alternatively, I still do have control water prepared, which can make a vortex in the water.
And a vortex to keep them, a whirlpool would disable where they couldn't. That would immobilize them because they'd be stuck in the whirlpool.
I would probably want to wait to use that just in case, because if it capsizes the ship or anything, I don't want to go rescuing a billion people out of the water.
We could also use shape water to control the flames if we did set the sails on fire.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely ready for like taking out the ship with the spells that I have. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's just like, how do we want to do we just want to just hit them hard, or see what they do first, and see what their approach is?
If we can get within 30 feet and have them immobilized, I'd be happy, because then I can Misty Step over there.
Yeah, I don't know.
You mean 500 feet, so we can just dimension door over there?
That's only 2 people. So
Yeah.
We only need you and me. That's all we need.
I can give you the cloak of Monte Blanc if you want.
She cannot wear 2 cloaks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, she could swap it out.
So
Then she cannot.
I think I need. Don't I need?
What's Giovanni have on for a cloak?
Anyway, the point is, if I've got Misty Step, I can teleport over there. If you've got the Dimension Door cloak, you can take somebody else that does not have a teleport with you, so we could get more people over onto the deck in order to do
Right.
abort.
But Giovanni, what cloak do you have on right now?
I don't have a cloak.
Well, I was to say, why don't you take the cloak of Monte Blanc, so both of you guys can just right there, 500 feet, hit in if you want, or whenever we get close enough, you guys feel comfortable, and you can just bamf over there.
It doesn't need attunement, right?
It does not.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I still want to be close enough that you guys can give us backup if we need it,
Yeah.
because the cloak is only once per day. So if we need an exit, we're fucked.
Can we just go swimming?
It's true.
Both of you can swim, and also you still have your Misty Step, right? So you can get out of there.
But a Misty Step only covers me.
Right, but Giovanni can just swim.
I just jump. It's fine.
That's assuming he can get away, but sure.
No one can stop Giovanni. He's your captain.
Yeah, what's a couple hundred attacks of opportunity, really?
I don't really know like how this is gonna go. First time doing it, so whatever.
I mean,
So-
same also. So this is a learning experience for me as well.
Yeah, so I'll hand over the cloak to Giovanni.
Right.
Plus, that could always just be once we get closer and you guys need to escape, you can always use it too. So you guys are going to be the front line anyway, so you might as well have it.
Oh, I just want to make sure everybody's got their 13 temp HP.
I was just about to ask, could you hold down the vomit for a 10-minute speech?
You can assume that she already gave it to you guys when we woke up during the day. So yeah.
All right.
You guys have 13 temp HP.
We still had an hour before we get to the ship anyway, so ready to go, I think. Should we say that Olivia's on
On the helm.
the
yes.
helm? All right.
Yeah.
Sam, are you going to stay up in the crow's nest?
No, I'll come down.
Okay. I guess I'll hold the ballista, and you want to hold a mangonel so you can be close to Olivia in case they try anything against her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the crew also is scrambling now to some of them are up on deck. I can probably just put them there just to illustrate that. But some of them are up on deck to man some of the sails. Some of them are actually there to help load the ballista and mangonel.
Okay.
In case per use and stuff. So they don't, because normally with ballistas and with siege weapons and the like, it actually takes several actions.
Yeah.
In order to fire these things. So they're going to be using their actions to make sure that when you guys want to fire them or something, you will be able to.
Important question. Are any of them attractive?
I guess it depends on your definition of attractiveness. Louise is probably the only one that is attractive. She is the sort of I guess the crew officer. I guess would be the best way to describe her. The rest are kind of, sea sailors and everything. But Louise is definitely the most attractive one.
Should we keep her down below just in case? We don't want. We don't want her. We don't want them to steal Louise.
Yeah, sure. I mean, she's a little bit miffed by that, but
I mean, no. This is just talking between the party before.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's necessary. It's fine.
Okay.
Let her fight.
I feel like she'd be like, it was a compliment. Too hot. Gotta go downstairs.
Yeah.
As I'm like slowly smearing dirt on Olivia's face.
God. All right. If that's it, without further ado, all right. Can I have everyone roll initiative? And I'm going to add an initiative with the Sea Ghost and the airship. When it's up to the Sea Ghost's turn, depending on if who's in command on the deck right now, which currently would be Giovanni. Giovanni, you get determine what the ship can do.
Okay.
Yeah. And with you guys and the crew, the Sea Ghost can take 2 actions.
All right. Give me just 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Ah!
2 integers. I'm seeing double.
I'm
Four
seeing
Patricks.
doubles.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Okay, cool. Excellent. All right.
That was pretty fast. I guess it must have been like a weird thing on their end.
They had claimed it was. Let me see here. They forced a password change and said, same password on another site that was hacked, or you accidentally gave your access token to someone, which neither of those. So I'm just gonna enable 2-factor.
Okay, that sounds good. I might do that afterwards now.
Ready to go?
All right, and let's do this. That's not. It's not a real thing because I'm adding to it. Because the crew, you guys have a good crew, so you get a +4 to your initiative roll at the very least.
Good. I need it.
Ooh, I forgot to roll for these guys. Oh no, we lost integer.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Yeah, that joke's gonna keep on getting used. Oh jeez. Okay. No, this is fine. This is great. This is an interesting initiative order. All right, cool. So Giovanni, you are first. Don't forget.
Okay.
Also, you guys should be able to have different options that you can take in combat while you're on the boat.
So you can do 2 actions, yes?
When on the ship's turn, it can take 2 actions.
Okay.
It is currently
Gotcha.
it is currently your turn. So you can and like if you guys want to like move from the front of the boat to the back of the boat, whatever during combat on like between ship to ship combat, that's fine. I'm not keeping track of like making sure like, well, actually you're in the hull, so it'll take your entire turn to get back onto deck. So yeah. Anyways,
Right. And how far is the enemy ship?
the enemy ship currently is just at the peak of the mangonel range, so it's about like maybe like 900 feet away. So it would be a disadvantage for the mangonel, definitely a disadvantage for the ballista, which I think the maximum range of the ballista is 480. So, or the longest range is 480. Wait, that's the max range, right? Second number is the max range.
Yeah, max range it just fires at disadvantage.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okie dokie. I don't know. I guess I can, because it's not close enough to really attack or anything. So maybe I'll use the Magnolia.
You're gonna use it?
I'd say hold off until it's not at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I must have misheard. All right then. Yeah. In that case, I'm just gonna ready an action, I guess, to use it.
You got a longbow. I'm the one who's on the Magnolia.
I mean, the longbow is only 120 feet.
150 to 600.
Yeah, but the 600 is disadvantage.
No,
What,
so
you don't think you can make that shot? Let's see what you got.
what's the range on the Magnolia?
The mangonel is 800 feet. So like after this round, it'll be within range of that.
Okay.
Can I see a target?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you guys are able to see like this large ship right there. Make a water vehicles check.
What attribute?
Oh, wisdom, because you were a sailor. So yeah. Okay, it looks like a sailing ship. So this ship is fast. It is about as fast as the killer whale.
All right.
But also moderately armed.
Is there? Can I like try to shoot the sails?
I mean, yeah, there are sails. There is a helm. You can definitely target those things if you want to.
That's what you were saying. Is try to take out the sails somehow or the mast.
So you can target 4 things essentially. You can target the weapons. You can target the sails. You can target the helm, or you can just target the hull. If you want to see.
Okay. Lastly, is there like a person I can see to target, like a captain of some kind?
Make a perception check. I mean, it's still pretty far, so like getting a clear shot, like beyond like the waves moving the ship and everything. Oh, you can see it.
Right. I'm hoping for like maybe the person at the helm. Possible. I don't know. Someone else might just take their place, but if I can see them, then I want to shoot them.
Okay.
All right, and just remembered, monks have this beautiful ability, distant eye. So I know I won't have disadvantage on the shot.
Where's that from?
What's her face?
Tasha's.
Okay. And I guess I'm moving first, so I got advantage being a ranger.
Okay.
Fail. Here we go. Oh, obviously ignore the great weapon master.
Okay, ignore the great weapon. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, that one should hit.
Actually, the first one does hit also.
Yay! That's 5 and 7, 12 damage. Woohoo!
All right. Make a note of that.
Like in Genshin Impact, where you shoot from across the map and somehow it lands on an enemy.
Okay. Anything else?
I think so. That's it. Bonus action, I can't do anything, I think. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. Azadeh.
I'm gonna just check something real quick.
Oh wait, sorry. I got one more shot actually as my bonus action. Since I spent a key point, I can shoot with a monk weapon.
Monk weapon?
Yeah, you can use both. Extra 5, yay!
Okay. But Azadeh, your go.
I seem to be lacking super long range things, which should be a surprise to nobody. So I guess I'll have to wait until the ship is within 120 feet, and I'll ready an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
We'll be attacking the sails.
Gotcha. Good to know.
Well,
Solwynn.
the mast, I guess.
Do you have a bonus action or anything? Oh, wait, no, you're readying that, so I don't think you have a bonus action right now, do you?
No, if I ready an action, I don't think I can. I'm just gonna have to wait.
Okay, just checking. Solwynn.
I'm a close range fighter. I ain't doing shit.
Okay. Did you want to do anything, any like perception checks or anything like that?
Sure, I'll make a perception check.
Okay. Okay. You see two main armaments on the sailing ship. Similar to the killer whale, it has a ballista and a mangonel.
Cool, I'll shout that out.
Okay. The killer whale. It's actually the killer whale's turn. Wow. All right.
Yeah, I rolled really badly.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm just eager. Okay, so Sean, you can use the ship has two actions. You can use an action to fire the mangonel, an action to fire the ballista, or you can make it move. It's like its speed. It can move. Let's see here, 45 feet. So you can get close, like up to 90 feet closer if you use both actions to move it that way.
Interesting. So, hang on, give me a second.
Sure. Depending on how this goes, I might tweak combat just a little bit, but...
Okay, I'm wondering, because I do want them to get closer so the rest of the party can actually do stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Though I understand that's a little more dangerous. But, can we just fire the ballista? And the mangonel? Like both?
The ballista's range is 480 feet, while the mangonel is 800.
Perfect. Then let's just do one of both then. Is that okay?
Okay, sounds good.
What do you think, guys?
We can't really do much else right now until
until we move closer.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, so, hey, let's just attack with them both instead of moving.
Target the mast.
Yeah, did you want to target anything in specific?
Let's see. What happens if we destroy the helm?
It can't turn. So like until they repair that, which is not going to happen anytime soon in combat, they can't repair it.
Okay. I think we would probably benefit more damaging the sails.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Let's target them both. I mean, as in the mangonel and the ballista targets the sails, please.
Okay. Let's see. It should not be too hard. But let's see what's happening. Ooh, fortunately the ballista is missed, but the mangonel, pretty good.
Mangonel's a big one. Yeah, there we go. 28. Nice.
Okay. A noticeably large tear is in the sails. Not enough to make it completely ineffective, but enough to slow it down just a little bit.
Nice.
I can hear the willow man. Okay. That's the killer whale's turn. Wolfram.
All right. What's our distance again? Just real quick.
I'd say. Oh, that ballista wouldn't have attacked it. It would have made a distance anyway. I'd say it's around 800 feet.
Okay. Jeez, not really a whole lot I can do here. I'm just gonna go over to Solwynn. Or I'll go to Zeta actually, because she's closer.
Oh.
I'm just gonna cast guidance on you. You have guidance for a minute.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Guidance, I believe, is concentration.
It is.
Okay, you don't have any other concentration spells up right
now? No, I mean, nothing that works within 800 feet.
Bluff isn't a concentration, right?
It is, but I want to wait.
If that's cool with you, I'd rather have bluff.
Are we gonna... Does it appear like we're gonna get into range within a minute?
No.
At 800 feet?
Well, eventually, yes.
I know, but is there an estimate on how far or how long it's gonna be?
So I'd say just stick with the guidance because it's a cantrip, while bless is a spell slot until we get closer.
Yeah, that's my reasoning.
If she doesn't want guidance, I'll gladly take it.
I can't reach you.
That's okay.
I hear before I can.
I'll take it. Don't know what I'm going to do with it just yet.
You might have to make an athletics check at some point in a minute.
Yeah.
I was just trying to be nice, but I'm just going to pass my turn then.
All right, thank you.
Okay. It's all right. You know what? I'm gonna. Perhaps I had made the range a bit too large. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the sailing ship, the ship, catches a nice wind, nice tailwind. It is able to in range for most of its attack. It's gonna use its actions to get closer, so that now it's within 400 feet. So it's a little bit closer for everyone can do stuff now.
Gotcha.
So that was my ready attack then.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, it's these ship combat can be pretty long range, so I'm just trying to lessen it as much as I can.
Yeah, of course.
In 120 feet?
It's at 400.
It's at 400 now.
Oh, okay, then never mind. Hold on.
So I still can't do anything, and I gotta use the bathroom, so I'll be back, and you guys keep playing.
Okay. Giovanni, can you do it? Is there anything you want to do?
My turn?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the dude again.
Okay. The dude has definitely ducked down behind the bulkhead.
Fuck that guy. I'm shooting the sails.
Okay, go ahead. Both hit, actually.
Yay, 14 damage. That's it. I don't want to spend too much ki yet.
All right. Azadeh. What would you like to do?
Okay. Did anybody... did we fire the ballista? The Wolfram's on the ballista, right?
Yeah, but he can... I mean, you can man it also if he wants.
Well, if he's already on it, I don't want to steal his thunder. I'm just trying to think of something I can do. Can't really do much. I guess even if I hopped in the water and tried to swim over there, it would still take a while because it's only 60 feet. So it's like, I guess I'll keep on doing the ready to action.
Okay. Solwynn.
I'm back.
Oh, you are? Okay. Solwynn. Olivia just asked you, what would you rather do? Fly or go fast?
Go fast.
Okay. Just so when it's within range where you can do some stuff, I'll remember that. Okay. Wolfram.
Still way too far away to do anything. So, I mean, I can fire the ballista, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll fire the ballista at the sails.
Okay. Oop, that shouldn't have been. That's a wrong. No, never mind. That's a different stat block. Okay. Oh shit.
Yes. Perfect.
Whew. Okay, so that volley has definitely torn the sails pretty heavily. Coupled that with even Giovanni's arrows has you see now like a large gash is in the sail. The ship is definitely has slowed down pretty heavily. But despite that, it's going to use 2 actions to get within range, and its last action is going to fire its mangonel at. What's it want to go after? It's going to target your sails now.
Fair is fair, I guess.
There we go. Now there's my options.
I'm going to use Brace.
Okay.
As a reaction to the ship's hull, a component, or a crew, I can halve the damage. I can use this twice per day.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So Luis on one of the is able to like shore up the sail just a little bit to lessen the blow from the mangonel, and a few of the projectiles goes through the sail, but not enough to impact your speed at all.
Amazing.
It is a minor minor thing. I'm going to move you guys to this little map now also, so you can get a better idea of like your distance and everything as it changes over time.
Okay.
You guys see it? You guys see everything?
Yeah.
You'll have to zoom out quite a bit because this is a little bit of a big map, but.
Stop! Just let me stay at the top.
The brown ship or the white ship? I imagine we're the brown one, right?
Yes, you are.
Pretty map.
It's just blue.
Wait, we're not.
It's a gradient blue. It's very nice.
We're the white ship, aren't we?
You are the brown ship up here.
Oh, okay, because Killer Whale page has the white ship, so that's why I was like, all right.
Oh yeah, no.
I want our ship to be painted black and white.
I'll have to adjust that.
Next time, Captain.
Go and get on it.
Speaking of Captain, it's your turn, Captain.
Okay.
Oh, can you port over our initiative send tracker?
Oh yes, I forgot that you get like when it changes the map, it doesn't. That's really weird. How do I do that?
You have to hit the cog and then add a custom label, unless you put our tokens on the map.
I did not put the tokens on the map, so that's why.
Okie dokie. But seeing that they're still pretty far, so I'm gonna shoot them again using distant eye, so I won't be able to. So I'll won't have a disadvantage, and they'll give me 3 attacks.
All right, what are you attacking?
Fail! Oof! I think only one of those hit.
Which one are you attacking?
I'm gonna shoot the sails some more.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that 16 is the only one that actually hits the sails.
Cool. That's 11 damage.
That's big damage now, actually.
I mean, if we eventually just incapacitate them with their sails, we can just I don't know, either leave them or fuck them up, whichever one.
Oh, I'm just waiting for it to get closer because then I'm gonna go infiltrate.
Okay, 1 second as I fix the turn order.
Does Giovanni still have his broom of flying, or did he sell that?
I think I sold it.
He sold it a while ago.
Yeah, I remember. Yes, I did.
Damn.
I really wanted money. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay then. Azadeh.
I think I'm still in the same boat, literally.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, so if they're not within 120 feet, just hit me.
Okay. Solwynn.
I'm waiting for them to get within 120 feet, and then I'm holding to prepare invisibility until after Azadeh hastes speak. I mean, after Olivia.
Yeah.
I'm at the head of the ship, ready to jump.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna wait a while. Like,
I know she's like doing that whole like athlete about to dive into the water pose at the front of the ship. Like, come on, closer.
Okay. It's the killer whale's turn. I'm going to go ahead and move it up just a little bit, just because it can. Captain, what would you like to do?
So, do the ballista and the Mangogogo need to get loaded?
No, that's what your crew is doing.
Okay, great. In that case, just attack with them both. Yeah.
Okay.
Does that sound like a good idea, guy?
Yeah, I mean, it's been working so far.
Should we keep attacking the sails or the hull or something this time?
if the sails are still up, I say keep on taking them out.
Okay.
I would say just the sails, because
Yeah.
I think Azadeh's worried about the inhabitants of the ship.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yep.
I think so too. So, yeah, tap the sails, please.
You got you. Those sails are just big white targets.
Oh, awesome! Yay!
Jesus.
33. No!
I saw the 7, I'm like, oh,
Total.
okay.
Alright.
Okay, their sails are completely shredded.
Yay!
The ship has kind of slowed to a crawl now.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
Now we can get up on them.
Wolfram.
Let's see. We're still too far out to do anything, like, other than, I guess, hit with the ballista again, right? I mean, assuming it got loaded, or does it, like what's the time on the reload?
You should be fine if you want. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Should we target maybe, like, their weapons now? Can we target their weapons?
Absolutely, if you want.
Let's hit their weapons.
Weapons. All right. You're using the ballista, right?
Yes.
Oh fuck. Sorry. An 8, unfortunately, is not gonna cut it.
Aw.
Next up, their turn. Okay. Let's see. It can't move very fast now, so unfortunately, it's going to take a while for you guys to actually get in range for a lot of stuff. Unless you use your the ship's action to move forward. They're also going to move closer, though. I'm just going to make their actions to go closer. But of course, now that the sail is torn, they're just going to have a hard time getting closer. So yeah, they're 220 feet away, at least from the tip of the ship. Giovanni.
Let's see, get closer. How close?
210.
210. I'm just gonna keep shooting. Do the same thing like I did last time.
Okay, what's the target?
Let's see. Sails are down. What's the other target? The hull or the ship itself or something?
Their weapons.
The hull, the weapons, or the helm?
Maybe we could take the weapons.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I don't want to destroy the weapons, you know? Thinking the hull. But like,
Could you aim for the steering wheel?
That's what the helm is.
helm. Okay. What's harder to hit? I imagine the helm's harder to hit, right?
It is.
Hello? Yes?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay,
it is
okay.
past the masts, the ship masts, and ropes and a whole lot of stuff. It's a smaller target.
Alright. I'm a gambling man, so I'm gonna go for the helm. All 3 shots.
Only the 25 hits.
Let's see. Should I say my key? You know what? Nah. On that 17, I'm gonna do the thingy. What's that? What's it called? Key fuel attack? No, not that one. The thingy where I get like a +1 or something on the attack. Hang on, give me a second.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, damn!
Oh.
Yes. So hey, +2. I'm gonna spend 1 key point on the 17 to raise it to a 19.
Okay, that'll hit.
Hey! Gambling man!
I need to start adding all this stuff to Beryllia.
Yeah, it's Tasher's. So definitely do that. Yeah, so that's 15 damage. Alright.
Okay,
That's my turn.
nice. Azadeh. Fortunately, still not close enough for an Eldritch Blast.
And again,
Slowly getting in there.
like
though.
60 feet of movement at a time. Like, yeah, there's no point because that would be, unless Giovanni wants to take me on a magic carpet ride with the dimension door over. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on chilling with my ready to action.
I kind of like picking them off like this, so it might be easier.
So I'll just wait.
Okay. Solwynn, make a perception check.
12.
12. You're seeing a lot of people on the ship.
Ooh.
You don't know. You can't. It's a little hard to get an exact number, but you see a large amount of sailors on the ship. Ship turn though. There you go.
Okay, I think like next turn I'll zip over there with Azadeh.
Okay.
But what would you like to do with the ship? Would you like to move or attack?
Can they even turn now, or?
I
was it say? Can they turn now?
Can
their
you
sails
turn
out?
the ship? The
Yeah.
enemy ship. The helm has been hit, but it's not destroyed.
Okay. Let's say, because I think we maybe want to get out of the range of the weapons, or at least out of, like, I don't know, to the side.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should turn. I know we're playing chicken here, but like maybe like just at an angle so we're like here. We come to the side, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can do that.
Can we move forward and turn?
I'd imagine so. We're just going at an angle, right? Like, is turning its own action, or
No, it's not. No, it's part of your movement.
okay, cool.
Yeah, it says move
So you'd like to-
up to the ship's sails with 190-degree turn. Right?
Correct. So, so you'd like to go this way?
E.
Okay, whoops, that's not right. Hang on, I need to do this. All right, cool.
Something like that. There we go. Yeah.
Gotcha. And you want to move? Okay.
Yeah, up our normal speed, and then attack with the manga golem.
All right, what are you attacking?
I think the helm, right, guys?
Yeah, prevent him from turning.
Yeah, let's focus on the helm.
Well, we disabled their weapons already, right?
No.
Let's
No.
disable the weapons.
They
Like,
want to
I'm
capture
hoping
the weapons.
to actually take the weapons.
We can, if we really want to get more weapons, we can always just get the city to give them to us. I think we should disable the weapons.
I'm
No,
not
we have
100% sure about that. And the best weapons to get are just what we find, like what we take from these guys. So
They
The
they
mangonel and the ballista?
gave us free ones. We have to buy new ones. We have to buy them from now on.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
Also, now that we're like 120 feet away, Olivia and Solwynn's thing can go off whenever.
Is disabling them going to prevent us from being able to use them in the future?
I'm not a team.
I'm asking
So-
Hunter.
If you destroy them, you'll have to either rebuild them, which is a very difficult thing, or yeah. So it's not going to be easy if you destroy them.
But they do not target them any longer. You can start targeting the people that are using them.
What do you guys think? So, I'm thinking the helm. I think the helm's the best target.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just go
go for
for
it.
it.
All right, can you please fire the Mongolan?
You got it. Oh, fuck.
Hey, nice.
Oh, God.
Look at that! Look at that! damage!
Oh god, it is barely hanging on. A lot of the flywheel has been destroyed, but it's still able to be moved. Just a small portion of it. It takes a bit of work from the captain, but he's able to do it. Okay, wow, awesome. Wolfram.
All right. Now,
Holy shit.
since you guys were going to teleport onto the ship next turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then now would be the time for Bless, don't you think?
Okay, good
Yeah.
idea. Good idea.
I'm about to go invisible, so.
Yeah, so I'll just cast Bless on us, all four of us.
Okay.
And then, so that's at second level.
All right. Wow, second level? Second level plus? Oh, so you can target an additional one. Okay.
Yeah. Surprisingly, I don't really have that many second level spells prepared.
All right. The ship is going to move just a little bit. Whoops.
Hey, Hunter.
Yeah?
When did Olivia and I's plan go off?
It'll go off after the ship goes off,
Okay.
because it's going to get closer. So yeah, it can only get, like, right out here. It's going to try to avoid a head-on collision, so it's going to turn at this point.
We won the game of chicken.
But it's going to fire its ballista and mangonel at your sail.
Oh no!
Actually, that mangonel's been pretty big, pretty rough thing. It's going to target that first.
Targeting our Magonel?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. That thing is a monster. Oh wait, whoops. Well, it's the same thing. Ooh. Well, that hits.
No!
I can
But the yeah.
brace again.
Okay, cool. There's your reaction. Oh, but then you wouldn't be able to do your invisibility reaction.
That's a react. Oh.
Yeah, ready your
you're ready to tell
your reaction.
Yeah.
No, that's my plan. I've been sitting here too long. Chip's just gonna have to take damage.
Okay. The Mangonel has 100 hit points to start with. So it took some damage, but it is not destroyed.
Oh, that's cool then. Hey.
But that ballista, I don't think it can target your Mangonel from that range, so it's going to attack your sails.
Damn. Who has mending?
That also takes like a whole minute.
It's funny because I could have taken mending at
It's okay.
10th level,
No,
but
I'm just joking. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so yeah, you're a rather large tear is visible on your sail now. From the impact of Mangonels before, yeah, it is just enough to reduce your speed just a little bit, your maximum speed, also. But that's their turn. Giovanni.
Does
All right,
my
amp over.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, before Giovanni. You feel a surge of energy as Olivia's words make a surge of adrenaline rush through you as you are now hasted.
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna say Olive, and then I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself, and I'm gonna take my bonus action dash and my movement to move 120 feet to the ship, and I'm gonna try and start to climb it.
Nice.
Okay. You will be able to get there 120 feet. You'll be able to get there. You won't be able to start climbing it just yet, but you're just a little invisible blur in the water, a little invisible torpedo.
Awesome.
Are you? You've got a cloak of manta ray too, right?
No, I've got the helm of underwater action.
Azadeh, you're within range to fire on their ballista if you want, or any of the people manning the ballista.
Yeah, actually,
So you can use that as your reaction to blast.
is there somebody within range that's close to the edge of their ship? Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
then I'm going to target that person with a grasping eldritch blast to see if I can pull them overboard.
Okay, go ahead.
All one. So, does a 14 hit?
I think it actually does.
Okay, so he's got to make. Oh no, that's not a save. Okay, yeah, he moves 10 feet closer to me in a straight line.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's overboard. He doesn't take a whole lot of damage, but he's overboard.
We'll have cream.
And the next guy, if there's someone on the actual ballista, I'm going to blast him. But this will not pull. This is just a blast.
Oh, you can't always be
It
doing.
is once per turn.
Okay. But the other person, okay, yeah, that does hurt. So
that one whacked him. Yeah.
okay, that's your reaction.
Yes.
Giovanni, it's your go now.
Alright, now I will take Azadeh and myself and amp over to the ship.
All right. Any particular part of the ship you want to go on to?
I kind of want to go next to the helm so I can attack the helm guy too, or the helm itself.
Okay, sounds good.
Is that okay, Azadeh? Or I should say, Nefar?
I'm fine with that. I'm just gonna start kicking some ass. I do want to focus on the people who look like they're in charge first.
That's what kind of, I was assuming that the helm guy, that would be the captain as well, so.
Not necessarily. I'm going to be looking for whoever's
Right,
wearing
not
the
necessarily.
fanciest hat. Look for the fanciest hat. That's my pirate code.
Your pirate code?
Yeah, that's my personal policy on finding the captain of a pirate ship is look for the fanciest hat.
Okay. So you bamf onto the deck of the surprisingly well clean ship immediately in front of the helm, and you're surrounded by immediately you're surrounded by three people, a fancy well-dressed man holding a lute, a very ruggedly handsome looking a person in a rather nice hat at the helm, and just a general purposely pirate also on the deck. But there, and you can see throughout the deck there's more people on it. Okay, I'll go ahead and move you two to here just because you're here now, and it'll determine. I'll move everybody just for funsies. Because that way it's actually, so everybody can see what's going on. So when you saw this guy get pulled off the deck before.
Yeah.
Oh crap! God, butterscotch! I have to add all of your tokens again, don't I? Or no, I don't. For initiative. You guys can still see yourselves on the turn order?
Yeah.
No, I can only see Wolfram and Solwynn. And oh wait, never mind.
I cannot
Do you
control
guys
my
see
token.
You can't control your token?
I'm an idiot. Yes, I can.
I was like, how did I break it?
What's your color? I was asking what color he prefers. Orange for bless.
Mine would
the
be orange.
dots. Okay. Yeah, we need our little blessed dots.
Blessed dots. So this isn't exactly like where your ship is. I just put it there just to show who's on the killer whale, who's on the enemy ship.
Mm-hmm.
So does is it my whole action to teleport?
Yes, with the cloak of Mountebank, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the dimension door takes the whole
Alright, so I
action.
can't do anything else then.
And
You
their
still have
bonus
your
action.
bonus action. Can you do anything with that?
You can activate your tattoo. That's what I'm going to do with mine.
Sorry, what'd you say, Pat?
Bonus action. Do you have anything for that?
A bonus attack?
Bonus action.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, what's Nefara just said. Yeah, I'll do the Eldritch Mauses.
Okay. Activate the Eldritch Maw. Your ghostly tattoo forms around. Do you guys see your tokens on the turn order, or just your names?
Just name.
Okay,
Names.
just making sure. Okay, so that's very, very odd, but I guess that's for other purposes. But Azadeh, it's your turn.
Cool. First thing I'm going to do is I am going to activate my my Eldritch Claw tattoo, but I'm also going to let's try something. So, did we get the name of the Heart Thieves, Captain?
It's the Heart Thief.
You don't know the name of the captain?
The Heart Thief.
The Heart Thief.
Oh, that's just what they're called. Oh, I thought the ship was called
Yeah.
the Heart Thieves.
No,
Oh.
I forgot the name of the ship.
The ship is called the Salted Glade.
Salted
Okay.
Blade.
Yes.
Nice. Hey, that's a cool idea. Put salt on your sword.
So,
Rust it.
Rust it.
doesn't sound like a good idea.
We know this is probably not the command ship, by the way, just because it says that rumor about the being pulled by orcas.
So, I'm going to go ahead and use my, let's freak him out. I'm going to use my Conquering Presence. I'm going to channel Divinity from my Conquering Presence.
Mhm.
And I'm going to order them. I'm going to say, if you are here against your will, you do not want to be here. We will spare your life. But if you do not wish, But if you are going to be here... Oh, sorry, I gotta... Hang on.
Slaves, turn down for what?
If you do not wish to go after your captain, if you want to live for freedom, then run now. If not, stand and die.
Okay, you said you're conquering presence. Can you link that again?
1 second. Problem with that, though, if I do that, then they can't move, and then they'll be like too scared to run. But I'm trying to project my voice to everybody on the deck, like to.
Well, that's the aura of conquest. What I think your conquering presence is your channel divinity.
That one. Wisdom saving throws.
Oh God. Okay. So he fails.
Yeah. That covers, I think, everybody up to this guy.
They fail. Your conquering presence? 30
Yeah,
feet?
30
Oh
feet.
God.
30 feet. Only the people within 10 feet of me are frozen, but everyone within 30 feet is terrified of me if they fail.
Oh, so he is just out of range. Okay. So pretty much everybody on the deck right here, up to your range, is terrified of you, except for this guy right here. This fine-looking gentleman we're gonna loot. So he is the only one that's not affected.
He doesn't look familiar, does he?
No, that's just the token.
Here I am, like your names.
Oh
I'm like,
shit!
what
We have to
is
kill
that bard's name?
Bayleaf.
Yeah, no, this guy has all of his fingers.
Okay, so I activated my Eldritch Maw. I used my Conquering Presence. I think that is, that's just an active. Yeah, it's an action. All right, that's my turn. Terrify the hell out of him.
All right, cool. I'm gonna have to start rolling some initiative rolls for these guys. But I guess the ship is pretty much incapacitated right now, actually, because you've taken out both the mangonel and the captain. So like the crew can't turn or issue orders or anything like that. So very interesting. We'll see how that goes in a bit. But Solwynn, what's your turn?
I'm gonna climb up the side of the ship.
Okay. Do you have a climbing speed or anything?
Probably not.
Okay. Can you make an athletics check for me, please?
It's like half our movement speed, isn't it?
I'm all and I'm a rogue. Even though something's half, I don't know how much speed I have.
Yeah. So your movement speed would be halved climbing up. The ship is about 20 feet up out of the water.
I'm hasted, so that would still get me 30 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of just want to... I want to kind of go sneak around a little bit. Where's the captain's quarters?
That would be down here.
Alright, hold on. Let me measure something. Yes, I would like to get there, please. With my bonus action dash.
Okay. You see a very, very nice, well-kept captain's quarters. A few misses and everything on the table. The room is empty.
Okay. I'm gonna take my action to go through a desk.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Oh, I have that psionic energy die thingy. I can add a die onto that. 20. Oh, I also probably should have meant to link this up at some point while we were on the ship. All those times I was wasting my... I was just like, I'm not doing anything. Okay.
Okay, I think that's everybody that I had to add to the turn order.
Okay. 20 on investigation.
But it's Solwynn's turn. All right. So you're rummaging through some of the, there's some maps here. Just they seem to match the kind that you guys have of the general area. There's some missives. You're able to gauge from some of the papers that this ship is not the Salted Glade, but a ship under the command of the Heart Thief called the Crashwind.
Okay.
You do also find a note talking about possibly venturing near Terry's Spike. I can go into that a little bit more after combat, if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I think that's everything I wanted. I kind of just wanted to justify before I start, murder hoboing everything.
Okay.
You're not a hobo. We have a house.
Murder noble?
Don't you mean just noble?
Oh,
Murder
commentary.
middle class.
Commentary from Pat.
Murder bourgeoisie.
All right. So, do you have anything else you want to do for your turn, or is that it?
I think that's everything I can do.
Okay. Right now, so this guy takes... What's your paladin level again? 11, or is it
7.
It's...
Wait, 11? Are we supposed to be level 11?
Are you 11 or are you 10? You guys
Yeah.
should be
We 10.
10. Okay.
I was like,
So
did
this-
I level up? Yeah, he's taking a 7.
He's taking 5 psychic damage. It's half of your paladin level, right?
Oh, let me see.
Oh, actually, you have different stuff. So, what's your actual paladin level?
Okay, yeah, equal to half your paladin level. Yes, okay. So my paladin level is 7, so I guess that would be 4 damage.
Give me just a moment. I got disconnected from Discord again. Alright, well, I'm back.
Oh, they're taking a quick break while we're waiting for you to get back.
Yeah.
I'm back.
So did it disable you again?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, it said same thing as last time, but this time it said it didn't say anything else about it. It just said, "Oh, you just have to set a new password." But I have two-factor already. I wonder if it's because I sent the support thing that it did that and forced me out again. I don't know. It's kind of getting annoying at this point.
It looks like they're in the process of like trying to roll back some false flags, so that might have been a part of it also.
Yeah. After my turn, I'm going to take a bio real quick, but figure I don't want to just jump out right now.
You sure?
We're all just kind of taking a break.
Alright, I'll head out. I'll be right back.
Someone else back.
Not me.
See, he's back. He's just also taking a break.
I detoured.
I'm here.
Hello.
All right, I think that's everybody, right?
Yes.
Are you back?
Yep, I'm here.
Perfect. All right, awesome. So yeah, the crew of the ship is mostly going to be not doing anything but trying to keep on to what they're doing. This guy, however, he's just kind of flailing about. He's going to try and get back to where he can climb up onto the ship. But that's all he can do.
So wait, all of the people on the deck in this kind of radius all pass their wisdom saves?
No, all of these guys are can't do anything, but everybody else that's outside of your range, like up top here, is able to do some stuff. But so like they're able to operate the ballista next time the ship's round comes around. But
Well, these guys would all be like running away as fast as they can away from me.
Technically, frightened doesn't make them run away. It just means they can't move closer to you.
Oh, does it? I thought it meant you use your movement each turn in order to move away from you.
No, that's only specific abilities will say that.
Oh, okay.
yeah, So these guys are, yeah, they're just a little bit frightened. The captain also, he does take damage from your thing. God, he can't do anything, can he? Oh well, he's frightened of you. He's not.
Can't move. He's afraid of me, but I suppose he could still make attacks, right? I'm not sure.
Yes, they're at disadvantage.
Yeah, they're at disadvantage, I believe. Shit. He's going to. You're armored. Giovanni isn't. Giovanni looks like the easier target because he's also big. He's going to try to attempt to attack Giovanni. Defend his ship.
Miss.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
still a disadvantage because the Zeta's in sight, though.
Oh, you're right. Well,
Two.
so that's a miss. So,
Two.
all right. And then next with his little, he pulls out a little hand crossbow. He's trying to pew you. Nope. All right.
You know what? They hit Giovanni and it just bounces off of him, and Giovanni calls him a bitch.
Okay.
In firing Nerf, he put the wrong ammo in because they were doing like team building exercises before, so he still's got a Nerf dart in there.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. All right. Next up, the ghost, the killer whale. Giovanni's off the ship, so Olivia's in charge for that. She's just gonna keep on getting closer. You guys are close to the helm right now. She's just gonna pull the ship close just so they can, so that the enemy's mangonel can't attack. So if you want to get a little look of what happened, I just moved the ship in even closer.
Okay.
Although the battle looks like it's about to be taking place more on this ship than everything else. Speed of which, this gentleman, they're going to move. Gotta save the captain. Darting around, using their bonus action to dash up here. Oh, well, Solwynn, you're below deck.
Oh.
Because there's no reason that they'd be going after you.
I know.
Why are you saying that so weird? Oh, I know.
She's in stealth mode.
Yeah, they're gonna make 3 attacks against you, Giovanni. These ones, this person is not at disadvantage because they are not frightened of Azadeh. It's 2 with their rapier and 1 with their little dagger.
Damn. Well, Mr. 24 does hit.
And just a 5 piercing damage. Still think you have temporary hit points for that. That's their turn. The bard. What would the bard want to do?
Counter charm.
Actually, yeah, we'll do that. It's going to go on over. Is it a range of touch? It's a range of touch. Fuck. It's gonna have to get closer. But he's going to touch the pirate captain and cast heroism on him so that he is no longer frightened of Azadeh.
Makes me wish I had Mage Slayer. Ah.
I usually suggest in Hunter's campaigns, get it.
It's a good spell.
A feat.
As a bonus action, they're going to turn to you, Azadeh, and they're going to just say, like, you fighting that? Can you make a charisma saving throw, please?
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay.
And then it laughs in his face.
Okay. All right. That's funny. They're not gonna be using that on you anytime soon. Wolfram.
How far am I away now? Like, was it like I think it was like 60 from like this is not the same distance.
No, that's a fake distance.
All right. Like 60 to like I guess to the helm.
Mm-hmm.
I can hit somebody with I guess guiding bolt. I have 120 on it. Go back to the other screen there.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do flame strike because we don't know who's really good kids and bad kids.
Fair.
Plus, I think you guys want to recover some of the stuff, so
I would like that very much. And I think Sam's on the same page.
Let's see here. I was just looking at something to do. I was going to do cloud kill, but maybe this just seems like a bad idea. What's the direction of the wind?
The wind is currently blowing from northeast to southwest.
Okay, so if I cast it at the front of the ship, it's going to go to the back.
Yeah. Well, let me double check right here. If you cast it from northeast to southwest, if you cast it on the front of the ship, it's gonna drift off of the front of the ship.
Oh, I meant because if you go back to the way we were oriented in the big map, I thought northeast to southwest. You said
that's northwest. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
that way. Okay.
Yeah.
I could hit everybody in the middle. Yeah, I don't want to. I'll just guiding bolt somebody. Anybody in particular you guys want me to guiding bolt?
The captain looking the motherfucker?
The guy next to you? Or this guy
That's
back
actually a better idea. Yeah, the guy next to Azadeh.
The bard?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll hit it. Alright. Got him bolt.
Whew! Oh, Nelly, that's a lot of dice on my screen. Yeah, that's a hit. Do they take that extra necrotic damage also?
No, sorry.
Okay, just a second.
That's divine strike when I'm hitting with melee.
Okay. Well. Oh, okay. Well, Captain loses heroism now.
Nice.
Yay!
So I think the original frightening condition. Yeah, original frightening condition continues. I'm gonna roll it like that at least. Anyways, continue, Wolfram.
I don't think I have any bonus actions that are relevant. I'm gonna stay on the ship for now until we get maybe a little bit closer. It's my turn.
Okay. Next up, the ship.
Match this punk.
The ship is going to attempt to... Going back here. Ballista. There's your ship right there. There's you guys. It's going to attempt to attack your ship at the very least. Get your sails going. What'd you say, someone?
Oh, no.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Ooh, that'll hit your sails. Ooh. That's almost maxed out. Oh my god, 3-9.
Can I use the reaction?
You are not on the ship, so you cannot.
Okay.
Yeah, your sails are pretty torn right now. But that's all they can do right now, because like everything else, like they're not gonna be able to move very fast. So they are moving a little bit closer to the ship. That's all they can do, though. Giovanni.
Okie dokie. So who's on this ship? Who's manning? I assume these two are manning the ballista, right?
Correct.
And these two are manning the Mongolian.
Mangonel, yeah. Except the person there's at least one person in it that's frightened. No, actually, they're all frightened. What am I saying?
Okay. I think I want to go after the ballisters. Because right now Giovanni's like pissed. They're damaging his house. So, let's see. Okay, bonus action. I'm gonna disengage, so I can run over. I'm gonna attack this fool.
All right. Well, this guy's frightened, but he's going to attempt to attack you as a... Oh, wait, no, what am I saying? No, you disengaged. I forgot. Go ahead. I forgot. Disengage the magic ability.
Ooh, did that hit?
A 12 does hit.
Woo! All right, that's good.
That guy is instantly dead.
They're dead?
Yeah.
Yay! Second attack on the other one.
Go ahead. Oh god, yeah. That person's also
Nice.
in a bad way.
All right. Giovanni's like, stop attacking my house. he just kills these guys.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. I used my bonus action already. So.
Okay, just a second. There's my turn order. This guy's turn now. What can you even do, buddy? You can do almost nothing. Oh my god. I should have adjusted your stats before I did this. That's okay. He's going to attempt to... Yeah. So he's going to cast a spell, and Giovanni, you see the wood of the deck around you sort of warps as it tries to envelop you in this little area. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Okay.
You pass.
I forgot to breath on that too, but yeah.
Yeah, this area is entangled with like warped vines and weeds and stuff. Yeah.
Matter because he's a ranger.
Yeah.
Question. Sorry, like this person hanging off. What's their deal?
They're going to be attempting to climb the boat on the next turn.
That's the guy I knocked off with.
Oh yeah, right, with the Eldritch Blast. My bad. All right, continue.
It's fun.
He is going to, seeing that you succeeded, he's going to get down here and go below deck. Okay. Azadeh, your turn.
Oh, okay. Bonus action, I'm going to... Let's use my spiritual weapon. So, casting spiritual weapon, it's going to create those spectral chains. And she's going to target the bard who attempted to viciously mock her. But that she found it kind of hilarious. So, let's... the turn that a spiritual weapon comes out, it can do an attack, right?
Yeah, as part of you casting it. Ooh, ouchie.
It was against the bard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has advantage.
It does?
Does it?
I hit with guiding bolt, didn't I?
Oh,
Yep.
oh, you're right. Go ahead and roll to see if you crit.
Oh, sure.
Come on, crit. Come on, crit.
Higher.
Okay. You still have your main action, I think.
Yes, I do. So now I'm going to make my main attack with my sword. Shwa! And you know what I'm going to do. I'll just go ahead and massage some sweet, sweet divine smite action onto that sucker.
Say the line, Paladin.
Smite!
Oh, and this guy, yeah, he's done for.
Yeah!
Yay.
And I have another attack.
His loot falling broken to the deck.
He mocked the wrong person. So the captain is wearing a fancy hat, yes?
Yeah.
He's gonna get hit. He's gonna get smacked.
Smack that fancy hat off of him. That hits.
Yeah, right. And guess what? I got another smite up my sleeve. Let's do another level 2. Why not? Oh! Big damage.
Ouch! Level 2?
Damage.
Jeez, yeah, this guy dies.
And that's my turn.
Small radiant singe on his hat falling on the ground next to his lifeless body. Solwynn, you're up.
Okay.
Why did you sound like that?
She's so sneaky.
So Solwynn's gonna come around the corner. I'm gonna say like she saw that lady run by while she was in the office, looking up the stairs, creeping around, and I'm going to fucking attack her invisibly.
Okay, make your first attack with advantage. Because you're invisible.
And the cookies.
18 hit.
An 18 does hit.
Do a flourish. Oh, okay. Oh, baby sneak. What? Okay. Let's see. That puts my AC at 21.
What's that, D10? What's that, D10?
Blade, sneak attack. I don't know where that's from.
Was that from the necrotic damage from the?
I'm not rolling that. I'm rolling a longsword.
Huh.
Oh, that's the that's if you're two-handing it.
Yeah.
No, because then I can't do my extra stuff.
Oh, it also did not add your ability score.
Oh.
Did not add your dex to that damage, so they take an extra 3.
That's
I want to retool that.
Well, if I didn't have to, no. Oh, okay.
A longsword's not a finesse, though.
I got it. All right, I was able to fix it. All right. And then that's the first attack. Oh, not an advantage, but I'm pretty sure 21 still hit.
Yeah, it does.
Third attack. And Psionic Blade. That's where my crit comes in? Okay.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's such a baby damage one too.
But it's great. Oh my god, that's like the babiest of damage.
I know. I rolled 2 1s.
Hey, you still did a lot of damage to this person in one round.
So,
but they definitely took a beating.
1,000 cuts, as they say.
They definitely have a tougher look about them.
34. So I did 34 points of damage.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. Now I just need someone to engage with her.
Oh, gotcha.
Just point of contention. Sorry, Sam. Longsword is not a finesse weapon.
It's the sun sword. I'm just not attuned to it.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I forgot that one specifically is.
Yeah. I could be two-handing it, but then I can't do my bonus action psionic blades.
That's right. Next up, it's these guys' turns. Oh my god. Well, this person's going to attempt to climb up.
Did they pass their wisdom save? They can't approach the target of their fear.
Sorry, different person. Talk about this guy right up here. I'm going to give him a little blue dot so you know that he was the guy that was in the drink.
Okay. He's wet. That's why he's blue.
So he's going to get up here and just get right down here. Unfortunately, not having any capabilities to deal with you all as from where you are right now. But the rest of them, oh boy. Well, this person takes damage. This person also takes damage.
Yep, 4 damage to the people who are starting their turns on my sphere.
I don't think they get another save.
How long does it last?
2. They have to make a turn. They have to make a wisdom save on each of their turns.
Oh, on the end of their turns. Okay, I see. Uh, 17.
So let's see. It's double checking. It doesn't say what the DC is on my against. It says it wasn't saving throw, but it doesn't.
What's your spell save DC?
What's your charisma?
My spell save DC is 15, so those pass.
Okay, so they are no longer frightened of you. Okay, cool. That's their turn. This guy's dead. Delete.
Ironic considering I just murdered like the 2 most powerful dudes, and they're not scared of me. Come on. I'm terrifying.
Well, that was magic frightening. Now they're just normally frightened.
Yeah.
The ship. Olivia is just going to make turn the ship, like get the ship close and turn it around if it can. Since Wolfram, you need to know where you are in order for that. I'm just going to show you what the deal is with everything.
Sure.
It's going back to the ship thing.
Okay. That's good. Ooh, even closer.
And another. Because why not? Oh, nope. There we go. I don't know if that messed with you or not, but we'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Okay, her turn. She's going to attempt to attack you, Solwynn.
Yeah.
Because Azadeh has got armor on, and that looks tough.
I can glamour my armor to make it look like I'm wearing armor.
Steel leather armor.
Yeah, they'll never see it coming.
All right, 2 attacks with her rapier, 1 attack with her dagger.
Fuck off.
What do you mean, fuck off? It's just like yours.
She rolled better than me.
10 and a 13? I don't think so.
No, the critical.
Oh, yeah, well.
On the dagger.
Yeah, the dagger hits.
Okay. She's going to take the bonus action, disengage. She's going to get right here, hop off of the railing.
Oh.
And attempt to skedaddle on back through her crew so she can regather herself. That's her turn, though. Wolfram.
Okay, so I was like 30 feet away from the back of the ship.
Yeah, let me put you back.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hop in the water and then dash. Like I got a 50 feet.
You got that ring, right?
Yeah, I do. So I can swim and get 5 feet up the ship, I think, with a dash. Start climbing.
Okay. Can you make... You don't have a climbing speed, do you?
I do not.
Okay, could you make an athletics check?
Sure thing. Okay. It should not be with guidance, though, just because I'm concentrating currently.
Okay. You didn't put bless on you.
No. Bless wouldn't work on this situation.
Okay. So you're not able to get... You're able to get to the boat, and you're able to, like, at least hold on to the boat, but you're not able to climb up.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. The ship. This is getting complicated. Well, it can't turn because there's no one at the helm. So, and it can't really fire because the ballista's pointing the wrong way. It can't do anything. It just kind of scoots a little bit.
Ha
Sorry, what?
I just went ha
Giovanni.
Let's see. Who else is found here? Did this person get enhanced?
No, they're just in the water.
Yeah, they were just the person that was in the water.
Okay, I was just wondering why they have a blue icon.
For water.
Moving through here, I'm gonna have to make a strength save again.
No, the strength save is only on when the vines initially appear.
Oh, yay! All right, great.
So it's just difficult terrain, which I think you ignore.
Move here and attack her, and then her if I can.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
28.
Bad news.
Great. Second attack on her. Through 10. Does a 10 hit?
10 unfortunately misses. You put a bit too much.
I'm gonna do the
too much
thing.
effort into that swing.
Do the thing. Make it a 12.
A 12. All right, that'll hit. So it looks like it's about to miss, and then you just course correct in midair.
Beautiful. And I'll have my bonus action to do another attack. And I have my move speed, so I'm going to attack this. Wait, she looks tough. I'm going to attack this one. 18.
Yeah, 18 will hit.
Nice. Take that. That's my turn.
Okay. They are looking rough. Real bad. Okay, this guy. What are you doing down there? Anything you're doing? Good God, you don't have anything, do you? No, they're just kind of doing stuff down below deck. Azadeh.
I'm thinking about just going for the main target.
I don't know what these little ones are gonna do once we kill the others.
Yeah. Got another idea. Can do something kind of fun. Can I move downstairs and into the midst of these guys? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave this guy for a second and come down. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do first? Because I forgot about this. Let me just go ahead and bonus action chain attack with my spiritual weapon, this guy here.
Okay.
Let's see if that does it. Finding it. Shabap.
Oh yeah, that person's done. So.
Fantastic. Okay. Then I'm going to step down here. And let's try Arms of Hadar.
Oh, what?
Gonna go ahead and...
Hey, that's perfect.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast it at level 3. Let's see if it's smart enough to recognize that. It is. I mean, sorry, level 2. I'm casting at level 2, so it does 3d6. They have to make strength saves.
And if they succeed?
Then they take half damage.
Okay, so this person is dead no matter what, unfortunately.
Let me just, I'll ping the spell info. There you go. Within 10 feet.
It hits Giovanni, doesn't it?
It is.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's strong.
Well, there's no strength evasion, so.
You do have Bless and a plus, 3 from Azadeh.
He's fine.
Wow.
I'll heal you.
Oh god.
Well, don't forget Bless and plus 3 from Azadeh.
You already
Oh yeah, let me reroll that.
So he gets 15. Plus the...
Why is it at advantage? Oh, the 4.
Sorry, my bad. I don't get advantage, but I just wanted the... So 12.
Yeah. 3 plus 4, so you're fine.
Yeah, it's 16.
So 4, 16. There we go.
You take half damage.
So it was 16 total, the damage was? Okay.
Take
These
it.
people. Oh no.
So you basically see like the deck erupt in spiritually like ghostly chains whipping back and forth. As they die, Azadeh says, "You should have run."
But your aura.
They weren't affected by that.
Okay. All right.
They didn't get frozen by that.
I believe this individual
Oh.
gets caught in it too.
You are
They-
correct. That is 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boom.
You know who else does?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, Solwynn.
Fuck you.
Get me out of the way for you.
Bless,
Plus
3.
Bless. You only take half.
What'd she roll?
You are in her paladin aura.
And you have Bless.
So you take 8 damage.
Ow!
I'll heal you. Well, that's 10 HP. You don't even care. That's
I'm digging out to 10 HP now.
I gave you that 10 HP. I can take it away.
What?
Wow.
I think we've seen a dark turn on Azadeh here.
All right.
Reattune
So
to my brain.
everyone on deck is killed. So I'm going to end combat right there.
Someone's gonna shout out, "That one was mine!"
Azadeh cleans her blade and turns to Solwynn and says, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you."
Giovanni just
Giovanni's
shows back
fine.
here.
Giovanni's fine, but I didn't mean
climb
to
up
hurt
on the side of the ship.
Yeah, you can with enough time and stuff you can get on board.
Oh, hi.
Wolfram just
Hi,
looks around.
Giovanni.
Seems you took care of everything.
Yeah, I mean, with the last of my haste, I'd like to go try and detain that one dude.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Nice.
It was almost your turn anyways.
Did anybody take damage that wasn't their temp HP?
Just the other people on the ship.
Yeah, they're
fine.
fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, cool. Because I
Alright,
can
so-
heal if anybody
so-
needs it.
I moved you down here, Solwynn. Oops. Nope, no, that's not that. That's not that. Boop. Whoop. Whoop.
What?
So the gentleman down here is just kind of like shouting orders for everyone, just like get your stuff, get your swords, come on. What would you like to do?
I'd like to start doing non-lethal damage to knock his ass out.
Go ahead. What would you? Yeah, go ahead and do it. Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, this
What?
poor man.
Fuck, on the psionic blades again.
Awesome.
And plus a flourish.
Oh my god. What is all that?
A lot of damage.
Oh yeah, this guy is completely knocked out.
Okay, saving him for later.
Yeah, definitely KO'd. And now that you've done that, I can show you everything else. I'll just put that on for I don't know. Yeah, you see a lot of people dealing with like some boxes, mostly full of like ammunition and food and the like, and they're just like, whoa, and they see you do that, and they just immediately put their hands up. They're like,
Good. I was going to tell them to stand down anyway. I'm just going to start tying up this guy until my until haste kicks off.
Okay.
I'm stunned for 6 seconds.
All right. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it's an easy problem. Just make a sleight of hand check just to see how well you're doing on the knots. Yeah,
What?
you're fine.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking at my modifier.
Okay. The rest of you, yeah, you're currently up on top of the deck. What would you guys like to do? Someone just ran down to deal with the runaway druid.
Somebody
They probably will follow her down there just slowly. She's gonna put her sword away.
Wolfram's
Okay.
gonna look for the anchor.
Actually, at this point, just for flavor, she does have the ability to just have her sword disappear. So her sword just goes bloop, and it's
Oh, nice. Yeah, Wolfram, you're able to hit the anchor.
I'm
Short
gonna
time.
start-
Go ahead.
Actually, no. Don't hit the anchor. I want to steer it towards our ship, so we can get all the supplies onto ours.
You
Oh,
wanna just
okay. I
take-
mean, the ship itself is going. It's not going to be able to go very fast because you guys took out the sails.
Sure. But at least can we send to Olivia or somebody to steer?
Oh, yeah.
it towards
We
her?
can just yell to
Oh.
her. She's not that far away.
Olivia is also a proficient sailor, so she'll know what to do as like you guys like kind of like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. In that case, you can probably hit the anchor then. I just want to I was just thinking of steering it towards the ship as well first, but
Yeah, the ship's not moving anywhere, so we're gonna have to move our ship into
I wasn't sure if it could still move or if it was completely
slowly.
Not so yeah. So it can move, but just barely. But it can kind of run on the current, but that's nothing. But Olivia's able to seeing you guys take care of most of the people on the ship and seeing you take control. She's able to steer the ship back over to the place where it can kind of settle on the port side of the ship. So for those people without those nautical terms, the port side is the left side.
It's also got 4 letters in its name.
That's how I remember it too.
So, who's down below decks?
So below deck is just a lot of other workers. I can just show you more. But Olivia's down below deck and has rustled up a little druid man before she gets winded.
Huh? Olivia? I thought she was.
It's me.
Sorry, not
Solwynn.
Olivia. Solwynn. Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
He's God.
So Azadeh comes down and she just stops on the bottom step, standing there, still on the stairs, and she looks around and she says, "Who here is here against their will?"
They all look at each other and they all raise their hand.
And she says, "Your captors are dead, and you will be freed. We are going to return you to your homes."
Okay. Solwynn, can you make an insight check? You don't know. That the way that they all looked at each other and they raised their hands seems like a panic, like yeah, I'm against my will.
I guess now I can start. I keep forgetting to say when I'm establishing psychic connection with everybody. I'll psychically link with Azadeh, and I'll be like, they're bullshitting you, right?
She frowns and glowers, and I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth!
Okay.
Zone of Truth, baby! Let's see, how far away around is that? 15-foot radius, but focused on the center point in my choice. Let's just put it right smack dab in the middle of them. That should cover everybody, right?
I mean, yeah. It also would probably get, well, actually, depending on who you're getting. Let's see. Yeah, you can do that. You don't have, well, Olivia, someone doesn't have to be in it. So, yeah. So these 4 people down here. But you think that there's more people probably down below deck, Solwynn.
She says, "Let's try that again. Which of you are slaves?"
Well, might as well roll.
More like, are there any slaves on this ship?
Oh, well, we're about to find out. If nobody answers, then we know.
What's your zone of truth? What's your spell DC?
15 for her.
Oh, damn. Okay. They go like up. No. One of them tries to answer yes, but just says no.
Have you been complicit in the taking of captives?
Some of them like look at each other and go, "We just steal."
She looks.
We just take some ships.
Okay, that's not instant death territory. Let's see. Is there anything else you, Solwynn, or anybody else at the table, would you like me to ask them while they're compelled to speak the truth?
Someone's just gonna start rummaging through the ship, I guess.
Okay.
Does anybody want me to ask any other questions while they have to speak the truth?
No, I don't have anything on my mind.
She'll ask, do you know what your mission was? Or not, do you know? I should say, what was the mission of this ship?
We were just trying to get some stuff.
And if we set you free, what would you do?
They kind of like a little unsure of like how to respond to that. Solwynn, can you go ahead and make an investigation check as you're rummaging through some of these crates?
Yay!
Whoa!
Oh, nice. A lot of these crates seem to be empty. There is at least like one crate that's full of like 12 bolts of silk. But you're able to find like a lot of food here. There's like enough food to last a crew of this size. Like it was like a month of food and water. There's some ammunition for the mangonel and the ballista that you're able to find. But there's all these empty boxes. It looks like they were just setting out to start like trying to find ships to raid or something to fill them up.
I'll relay that to Azadeh. Where did you guys come from? What island did you just come from?
Fairwind?
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
I do have another thing I want to ask him after this.
All right.
I'm diving.
Yeah, I figured so. I'm just going to go ahead and make that roll. Nope. Gotcha. Okay, what do you want to
know? What island did they just come from?
Fairwind Island. Fairwind Isle. There is a large sea prince presence there. That's you can see from all that. That's where they unloaded their last haul or whatever, and stocked up for a long raiding voyage, or at least attempting to raid.
And I'll also ask, is that where your Lady Heart Thief is?
Oh, we won't know about that. Maybe the captain knows.
Would have known.
What?
Yeah, we did tell them they were dead. Okay, so
Yeah, we got Wolfram.
So what I wanted to ask them was, what would you have done if you had captured our ship?
I don't know. He gestures towards the boxes, maybe probably take some of your stuff. Maybe take the ship. I don't know.
Would you have let us?
That would be up to the captain to decide.
Would you have let us live?
He just shrugs. I honestly don't know. I can't tell you that.
Damn it, that's not the answer I was hoping for.
These gentlemen don't look like officers. They look like just crewmen.
Can be
lackeys
too.
Hmm?
He's looking for an excuse to murder them.
I am.
Oh God.
Or an excuse to let them go. Either way, I want to make a decision, but they're making it hard by being like, "Wow."
Think about your paladin oaths. What does your oath of conquest tell you to do?
Mm-hmm.
Murder.
These gentlemen did give up.
For some reason, I thought you were vengeance.
She twitched.
I swapped. That was part of the whole RP thing.
That way you lost your backstory?
Oh,
Right.
no, it's not my backstory, but yeah. So, yeah, it's tricky because it's like she wants you don't conquer people who aren't in the war. If they're just peons or serfs, you just they're defeated, right?
Well, here's the thing: do we take them with us now, or do we leave them to basically starve and on a ship now?
Yes.
Got a month's worth of food, right?
Well, unless we take some.
Oh.
You did also thin out the crew a little bit, so that
That's
There
going to
you go.
stretch a bit longer.
and that month's worth of food is on normal whatever rations. You're able to have a full meal a day. Every day. Obviously you can ration that out and stretch it out. But.
Actually, I think that is a fair punishment because they were going to raid us, and so if we leave them to be raided by their own kind, that's kind of like
Take everything but their food and water.
yeah, just kind of leave them to the mercy of the trade route. If people come to help them, then they help them. If they come to raid them, then they raid them.
Okay.
Everybody
Yeah,
good with that?
I just want their ballista and the Mingabagogo.
Disarming them makes perfect sense. We should absolutely do that, and that works too. But everybody good with just leaving them alive, just stuck on the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, they can get it fixing if they put effort in or whatever. So
Yeah, if the four of them work hard.
What do you think,
let's
Wolfram?
take some supplies,
Yeah.
I mean, is there a reason why we just not take them as prisoners?
Well, because
We have a
we're going to be stuck with them.
We don't exactly have a brig,
Yeah.
Like
We'll just
everyone in everyone's closets.
We've been putting people in closets. We've been putting people in closets, so I don't think taking a whole crew of people is a good idea.
Giovanni's not the arresting type anyway, unless it's someone he wants something from.
So, any other thoughts, Wolfram?
Not really. I mean, it seems weird to just leave them on the ship, but
It is going to she'll nod and say, "Then we will leave you to the mercy of other ships. Pray that they will not be crewed by people like yourself." And she steps back upstairs.
Someone I forgot to mention that the crate that you saw with the silken bolts on it did come from. When I say silken bolts, I mean bolts of silk or wraps of silk, whatever. It had the stamp of Keeland on it, like a Keeland Merchant's Guild.
Keelan Merchant Guild?
Keeland. the nation that Saltmarsh is a part of.
Oh, right. Okay. Can you put the spelling of that? I know I got it somewhere earlier.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to look into like the other officers' quarters or anything like that also?
Oh yeah, I'm doing like full snooping.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do that as well?
Yeah, I'll help her out.
Okay. Gowan and the rest of your crew will be dismantling the weapons on the ship, so you don't have to worry about that. Dismantling them and moving them over to your ship to install. Yeah. Wolfram, what are you doing?
Not sure where I'm needed right now. I guess I'll just assist in searching the lower decks.
Okay. Then everyone make an investigation check as you guys are doing this.
I don't think Azadeh's gonna be investigating.
You want to give me advantage?
Roll anyway.
I'll give guidance to Solwynn.
And for shits and giggles, I'll add one of my ionic dice to that.
Okay. Oh my god, all these D4s.
Sorry, it should have only been one, but they're both technically the same.
Okay.
So 29 for Solwynn.
All right. So let's do this just so I can't remember. Okay, cool. So you are able to see yeah. In one of like their little offices down below deck, seems to be nicer than the rest of the other decks, like almost like it was like a crew or a guest quarters or whatever. But it seems to be like this is where like their local treasurer was. There is a large chest in there, filled with 2,136 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Cash.
And a few notes detailing that like this is like what the men would be. This is like used to pay the men's salary.
Our salary now.
Mm-hmm. But the chest does have the stamp of the Heart Thief on it.
I'm going to be sketching that into my notebook.
Okay.
If I recall correctly, Solwynn had saw like the map, and they were headed somewhere like Terry's Spike or something. You're gonna elaborate on that later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, going back to the correspondence. Let me just double check my notes just to make sure that I have it correct. They were tasked with like seeing if the mage at Terry Spike has like shown up at all. The silk, by the way, is worth 240 gold in total. 12 bolts worth 240 gold in total.
Is somebody going to put that in their inventory?
But as for the Heart Thief herself, best correspondence you get places her somewhere around east of Heart. Here, let me go to the Azure Sea, just so the map, so I can show you where everything is. Best guess you can have for where Heart Thief is that she's like past Hordebreaker's Reach to the east, so anywhere in this like area to the east.
Do we know where Terry's Spike is, or whatever the name of the place is?
Terry's Spike, like by judging the maps and everything else, it's the island you guys were looking to go to.
Oh, okay.
That's the name of the island. Best guess from like the notes and stuff you put together, the island itself is just one massive spire of rock, of like volcanic rock. Ah, crap! I did it again. God damn it! There we go. And there.
Ah!
I like the little heart.
It's for heart beef. So they said something about a mage going there?
There's supposed to be a mage at Terry Spike that they haven't heard from at all, or like no one's seen them in a while, so they were tasked to check it out as best they could. But then they saw you guys, and they were like, "Let's go after them."
Their biggest mistake.
I would say so. Yes.
Their biggest mistake was dying.
Biggest mistake was dying.
I want to commit the captain's closed looks to memory, and I want his hat.
Okay.
I thought the hat got busted.
The hat isn't busted. It has a small radiant, like it has some small burn on it, as if like it's almost like an electric burn. I would say is what like a radiant burn would look like on clothing.
Smoked.
So yeah, you got a fancy hat. Add that to your inventory.
What was the other thing that you guys had found? Not the gold, but the other item that Sam said to take down?
I already put in my inventory the
silk.
Silk, okay, got it, thanks.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do here?
Do you guys want... I don't have it prepared, but in 4 hours, technically, I can have Speak with the Dead prepared.
So how many, never mind. Forget it.
Do you just want to take his head?
That's what I was thinking. I was I'm gonna take. Yeah, we're gonna take the captain's head, but we'll probably need to put it in something so we don't freak out the crew as much.
Solwynn will hold open her bag of holding.
All right, yeah, we will take off the captain's head and we'll toss the bodies overboard. I think might be there.
Oh God, okay.
I mean, it's better than leaving all the bodies on the ship and having them their friend.
Oh no, I agree. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that like it's just funny.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of putting them in the ocean just
Limiting
because
corpses.
Well,
Giving back to the ecosystem.
Well, it's more of just giving more fodder to our current threat underwater. Not that they're over here, but they could be.
I'm going to ask one of the freaked out, one of the peoples on the ship, what their captain's name was.
Did I write that down? Oh. His name was Susu Flitterfeet.
Susu Flitterfeet. Thank you.
I didn't see no flittering feet.
We didn't get to hear a voice of the Flitterfeet, did we?
We will during Speak with Dead.
Okay.
That's going to get around that.
I hope so. Yeah, I'm set to go.
All right. Gowan's gonna ask you guys if you want to he's getting to kind of to jury rig or refix the sails as best he could instead of focusing on setting up the weapons.
Yeah, prioritize the sails and then afterwards put on the ballista, obviously on the other side, and the other Mongol on the front, right?
Sure.
I put it on the front.
Yeah, because we got the other one on the back here. So.
Okay.
So
does Olivia know London?
Let me double check. What were we saying, Defra?
I was just going to make a stupid joke. I was going to ask if there are any other flavors of Nell than mango. Because there's strawberry Nell, blueberry Nell? Because I've only ever had the mango Nell.
You should have kept your mouth shut.
Everybody takes 1d4 second damage.
No, nothing doing on that. Olivia does not know mending.
Next level, I'll swap out one of my cantrips for it.
But go and take some of the hammocks that they have down in the crew's quarters in order to do any kind of patchwork that he can do to set up the sails. It'll take him a majority of the day to fix all that. But that's what he's going to be working on.
Okay.
But if
how
you guys
much
want
time
to,
does that take?
So are we going to get basically a rest on the ship if we're not doing any of that?
Sorry, what did you say, Patrick?
I was asking how much time that would have taken.
Doing the fighting, the searching. Did you guys want to try to move out anyways, even with the sails are gone, or did you want to just stay put until the sails are repaired?
Oh no, I was just asking how long it would take to repair the sails, so I'd know how long we have.
Oh, the sails would take. Well, let's see. Let me just double check all that. The sails would take until nightfall.
I'm good with him out with that.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm definitely wanting the sails repaired. I just how much time is that? Like what time of day is it now?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you want to be super specific, it's 1 p.m. right now. The sails would be done around 8.
Oh, okay. First thing I'm gonna do when we're back on the ship, I'm gonna do the surgeon's option to check up, make sure everybody's all set, and just see, if there's any impact on the first battle on the crew's morale or anything like that.
Okay. Did you have to make a
medicine check?
A medicine check for that, or no? Yes. Yeah. Yes, medicine check.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, that's still good. Just a little bit of a shakeup. But they've seen fishmen, so fighting pirates and other sailors is a little bit more their thing. So they're not too shaken up about that, although they haven't seen combat in quite a while. A few of them seem a bit miffed at losing their hammocks.
Mm.
Oh, I thought we took their. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, we took their hammocks.
We took the hammocks from the others.
Wolfram's just gonna.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Use the other ship's shit.
Oh yeah, that's true, right?
Wait, what's Wolfram gonna do?
Oh, the other thing is within that time frame, I'm going to take the long rest of and prepare Speak with Dead.
Yeah, if we're doing just kind of ship repairs and take more time, and it's going to take 8 hours, I think I'll rest as well.
Yeah, it only takes me 4 hours to do the inactive state,
but you still need the full 8 hours.
You still need the full 8 hours, though.
Yes, we're doing a rest if we're not working on the ship.
At least a short rest. It's only 7 hours that are going to pass.
7 hours until the sail is fixed. You guys can take a long rest if you want.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, it'll make it 9.
Well, I'm going to be doing this just so I can pop off my short rest stuff.
Okay.
That makes me feel pretty good about having gone pretty much all out.
It's getting a little late, so I'll end it with just a little bit. As it's all fixed and you guys continue sailing underneath the light of the 2 moons, which I forgot. Yeah, if you didn't know, Greyhawk has 2 moons. I didn't know that until until
okay.
No XP. I'll get over that. It's not gonna be a whole lot, unfortunately. These guys were pretty weak. This was a test case scenario, as far as I'm aware, for ship combat. So I need to adjust my stuff for that in the future. But you guys see a very tall spire in the distance, illuminated by the light of the two moons. The little island known as Terry's Spike. Yeah, and we'll pick that up next week.
Sounds good.
Cool.
So how did you guys think about the ship combat? I know, it started off as long range because that's what I figured would happen. Like some abilities and some stuff can have that kind of long range, but I realized that a lot of you guys didn't have a whole lot of stuff, so I tried to shorten it as best I can while trying to maintain that realistic-ish between two ships. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought.
If we're able to install more weapons on the ship, and then we can each man one, I think that would be fine. Because then it's you take a ballista, I take a ballista, we each get to make attacks when we're at range at 400. That would be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So more weapons, as it is said, but also make them reach longer, because half the time we were we waiting to get in range. I mean, unless that's what you want, for us to get into a certain range. But at that point, also it's we could also use our own bows and stuff. So
yeah, I definitely plan on shortening the range for next time, in case we're doing any ship combat stuff.
I do like the idea of adding some more types of ammunition so we have more options.
Oh yeah, that's.
I think what he means is when the
shot.
combat actually starts, it doesn't start until we get closer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry. When I said shorten the range, I mean shorten the range when combat starts.
Yeah.
Not combat. Oh, combat's starting, and you guys are 1,000 feet away from them. Enjoy.
Well, no, not 1,000 feet, but I mean around 500-ish.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing next time. Yeah, it definitely allows for especially for some stuff that takes an action to start. You're able to kind of prepare for a lot of spells and everything.
Yeah,
I feel without having to worry about not doing anything while your ship is getting pelted or whatever.
I also think that once either party has boarded another ship, I honestly think you can stop doing the ship actions. In my opinion, maybe move to get closer, but
I don't like that. I like the idea of the ships continuing to fight, because that can definitely turn the tide of a battle.
Yeah, that's why I was realistically doing it, because it's when Azadeh boarded and those guys were frightened like this, they essentially couldn't do anything with the mangonel or anything like that, and the ballista was still going on, but the helm itself couldn't do anything. So the helm couldn't move. A whole lot of stuff couldn't happen because of them boarding, which is what again, this is a test case, so I'm trying to figure out what's the best option.
If anything, to maybe include some kind of defensive maneuver or something else.
I am the defensive maneuver.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, you don't want to just have only Solwynn doing that. Solwynn's an extra, that's Solwynn's thing. But if you want him for the ship itself, some way to do something defensive.
Maybe that's something we could build onto the ship to make it more hardy.
I mean, that's just increasing the AC. I mean, doing a defensive maneuver.
Well, again, this is a very large ship that can't move very fast. It is a static object that is a big target, and I don't really know what kind of defensive maneuvers an entire ship
going sideways, and then that being able to
disadvantage on an attack
or something. Yeah,
ships are pretty unwieldy, especially when they get closest to each other. But
right now it's just okay, move attack.
I think we could do the same kind of thing of trying to disable their weapons to defend ourselves.
I found something that might help in disabling their weapons. So 5th level spell, I'm going to take out Flame Strike. I'm going to take Insect Plague.
Oh god.
Insect Plague has a casting range of 300 feet.
Yeah.
It's I was just poring over, what can I do? Oh, it has 300 feet range. Alright.
What are you getting?
Insect Plague.
insect plague. Oh,
Yeah.
The weapons, unless he summoned termites, I guess. He could just summon bees and have them all attack the people manning the weapon.
Yeah, it's 4d10 piercing damage and difficult terrain and lightly obscured.
Damn.
In 300 feet in a 20-foot sphere. So I think that should hit a lot of the upper deck, making it very hard for them to fight.
That's a good idea. I like it.
Yeah, because I also get super hesitant about attacking enemies I can't see. So that's why it's like I wasn't really attacking the other, like the smaller fries, because I was like, I don't know if they're against their will there or not. So,
You could say run if you don't want to be here.
yep, dude, you kind of frightened them all.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw any of them attack. So.
I will say that I'm not going to make you guys like fight against some people that are like clearly or like slaves or something, unless there's something else going on. So like, it'll definitely be obvious when you guys are fighting. Like the guys on the ship were armed. They had armor on. They were looking to fight. So that's probably something I could do better on my end of like better describing these characters as you guys are fighting them. But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
You're doing perfect. I just get paranoid because, other DMs.
All right.
I think a lot of us have DM PTSD for various reasons.
When they do that, you didn't check. I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
I mean,
You didn't ask them if they were a slave or not. It's like, motherfucker.
it's like I would have saw them not having a weapon and in rags or something. Like I can, my eyes should tell me everything I need to know.
Right. Yeah. Unless oh god, Spec Ops, and just
Let's not talk about bad games.
What? Come on, Spec Ops: The Line. Come on.
Bad game.
Good story. Come on.
Spec Ops the one Wooly played.
I think so.
I don't remember. It's a third-person shooter, right?
Yeah, the gameplay is whatever, but
The gameplay is bad, and the forcing you into a moral decision that you can't escape, and then denigrating you for it.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Wooly did play that, and like they made a pretty good some jokes about it. Yeah, I remember that.
The baddies. That skit from what's his name? Mitchell and Webb. Have you guys seen that skit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a little different. It's just like you're looking through like a heat signature or something, and you can't identify what the combatants are. They're all huddled in an area. It's pretty clear if you look at it, like they're civilians, and then you drop white phosphorus on them and kill them all.
Yeah.
Willie Pete.
Fucking white phosphorus, just all. Jeez Louise, dude.
Yeah, the game is supposed to kind of it's commentary on like violent video games and war and stuff.
Yeah,
like
it's supposed to be a deconstruction.
But it does some cool stuff where like it like does some sort of like sanity effects where like in
the end, especially, that was good.
The loading screen itself also is just like taunts you like, why did you do that and everything else, which I think is kind of funny.
It's dumb because it's like you don't have a choice.
Yeah,
that's fair. I think there was a story that they wanted to tell, and I think that they told
and I think that's fair too. It's just that how they paint it. It's like.
Oh yeah.
Like the idea of like, okay, this is a story. It's not a choosing game. It's not a game you have choices, but like how they kind of frame it is just it doesn't do it very effectively.
You're a monster for making the choice that you had no choice in making.
Yeah.
At the very end, I liked how they handled the ending. Like
I agree.
Choices with the ends.
I agree, and like because like you do have one choice in the end, which is go with the soldiers or just start shooting them up, which is actually really really good.
I wonder, and you can win. I think in that.
Yes, you can. Fight. Yes, you can. Wooly did it after like a million tries. and then like basically he just becomes the same colonel guy and takes over and whatever, a warlord basically.
For context, Sam and Nefara, I think it is U.S. soldiers. They're basically arresting you because of what you did.
I was reading Dungeon. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. You were here, so I just figured that you were listening. And you were like, I have no context for this.
I ended up with it in a humble bundle. I just haven't played it.
Yeah, same.
I just like hearing you guys talk.
Me too.
Interaction.
I'm actually surprised the old control water or didn't come into play right now.
Yeah, I figured that if we have people jumping in the water and stuff like that, I don't really want to make a whirlpool because then that would have affected Solwynn. I figured if the ship would have started to run or something, I think then I would have pulled it out.
Worked it down pretty well too with the nicking out the sails and the helm.
Mm-hmm.
You probably could have done something like redirect flow or something to get the ship to move into position faster. Also,
yeah, that's those one of the options. But then the other problem is that it would have taken the concentration for.
Good point.
Yeah,
it's always it's always a toss up with those concentrations.
Unless you allow me to get that feat that allows me to have 2 concentrations.
It's so complicated. It could be so broken.
It's from Matt Mercer, I think.
Yeah, that the law and the rules on that is also very, very. It's very complicated, and you have to constantly be thinking about it all over time, and your character can't do anything else after that too, pretty much.
Yeah, let me.
Does Virgil still know that, or did he get rid of that?
He knows it, but I haven't seen him use it in forever, so I'm just not going to remind him ever again.
Do you remember what it's called?
Oh,
because I'm scrolling through right now trying to remember what it is.
I got the book for Sam, so since Sam has it, I just can't remember what it is.
Nah.
I thought it was in the supplemental things, not the Wild Mountain book.
Right. It was in the unofficial one, the first one that he made.
It's called Dual Focused.
Yeah, Dual Focused. Dual Focus. If you attempt to cast a spell that requires concentration while already concentrating on an existing spell, you can maintain concentration simultaneously. If you take damage, you must make a concentration check for each spell individually. At the end of each turn, if you have 2 spells concentrating, you have to make a concentration check, 8 plus the combined spell level, and then on a success you keep both, but if you fail, you lose both.
That's too much. It's too complicated, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does add a lot of rolls.
This may be from Pathfinder, because all this jargon is very Pathfinder.
I think that's they used to play on that.
I think if you were doing a dual concentration spell, it would be that you could, for 1 turn, you can maintain concentration on 2 spells, and then afterwards you have to pick this. You have to end whatever other concentration spell it is, or something.
Yeah,
I think it's fine to maintain concentration on another thing. It's just that I would do it differently. Actually, the first one you are concentrating on, your second one, you concentrate on that one instead, or something.
I probably.
It just depends.
maybe you choose which one you're completely focusing on, so you have them both up.
I would say the second one has to flop over onto it. You have to focus on the second one instead.
I think
you have to do it in the right order, or maybe choose. That's fine.
I would make it so that you could concentrate on both, but while you did, you could take no other actions. So that would just be your whole turn. Would be running both concentrations.
But then that gets into some other things unless it has to deal with your spells, I guess. Because control water, you need to use your action to adjust it.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
what's that spell? Heat metal just requires your bonus action to do it.
Like, I would just make it just be the rules of whatever the spell says. Like, because a lot of them will be like, hey, you have to use your action, or hey, you have to use your bonus action. And so you just maintain your concentration on both of them. That's it. Like, you can't cast any other spells. Like, and that in itself is a big deal. Like, no more cantrips or anything else.
Yeah, no more cantrips.
I'd see it like juggling, like that you can do things like change the way you're juggling, but while you're doing that, you can't attack somebody or cast another spell, or you just got to focus on the things you're focusing on. That's the way I'd do it anyway.
Let's see. I don't think I'm going to be raising anybody from the dead right now, and plus, like, Raise Dead has a 10-day time limit. I'm going to not prepare that.
Just pick up, or just pick up Gentle Repose too.
I have Revivify still.
Oh, okay. You still have that. Okay.
Yeah, but then I'm just going to swap out so I have another like spell that I can do something with.
Do we get any inspiration or anything, Hunter?
Let's see. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely inspiration. I can't remember.
Cool.
Somebody did something like really weird.
I'm the same. I never remember.
Oh God. I think it was Azadeh.
Oh, the grasp of Hadar. I mean, the grasp of Eldritch Blast thing.
That one, yeah. Just use that to pull somebody off of the ship. I thought that was pretty funny.
That's one of the reasons I got it. I'm like,
Oh yeah, it's so good, right?
Yes.
I know. I was actually debating on using the pushing flourish. Be like, should I push somebody off the ship? But then Azadeh killed everyone, so.
Yeah, these guys were. It was like a fairly weak crew. So.
Yeah, they clearly were.
Oh yeah, I was just like, oh, maybe I'll finally use like that slashing flourish.
What do you guys think? Hold person or command?
I
have a scroll of hold person, but that means that DC is going to be relatively low.
I'm very big on hold person. Like,
because command I can hit multiple people easily. I think hold person will. Yeah, hold person hits multiple people too, but it's just higher level.
Level it up. That's why I went with the Conquering Presence, because it's just so much fun to do like AoE.
Yeah, I'll take hold person. What's the range on hold person? 60? Alright.
60.
Yeah. So,
Alright, gang. Nice playing with you.
Good night.
Wednesday.
Good night.
Good night.
Yep, later.